No woods, no campfires. Just cold marble and colder bodies. At this funeral home, nobody rests in peace. Slasher Summer begins now.
At Heaven's Gate Funeral Home, we understand that everyday life is a unique story, deserving of honor and respect. Our dedicated team provides compassionate care, guiding you through every step with warmth and dignity. From personalized services to thoughtful support, we're here for you. Because of our care and dignity is important to someone, your loved one. Trust Heaven's Gate to create a meaningful farewell.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Callie.
And I'm Logan. This is Play Horror for Me.
And tonight's film is Mortuary.
Here we go. We got it right.
I probably mispronounced
She jumped
Mortuary.
in very quickly, so I wouldn't have a chance to say it wrong.
Before your funeral, and your coffin lid is closed. Before you are buried, and your flesh turns cold. Before you are covered with the last shovelful of dirt, be sure you are really dead. Mortuary.
Mortuary, 1982. A young woman, haunted by the mysterious death of her father, teams up with her boyfriend to search for a missing friend, but their investigation uncovers more than what they bargained for. Why is her mother attending secret séances? Why is the local embalmer Paul so obsessed with her? And what secrets are buried inside the town mortuary? As the mystery unfolds, they're pulled into a chilling spiral of murder, madness, and eerie melodies that build to a bloody crescendo. Welcome back to your nightly program. Looks like we have another terrifying show served up for you. Don't you feel that horrible chill in the air, tingling up your spine? Don't you love it? Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you need on a night like this?
Can you play horror for me?
You want horror? Play horror for me.
This is the third week for Slasher Summer. And I feel like, the first 2 weeks, we got some hardcore classics.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I kind of wanted to slow it down a little bit, do more comfort food slasher. And it's one of my, it's not like, I love it. It's not one of my favorites, but it's one that I like to watch quite a bit. So this is y'all's first time watching it, right? What did y'all think?
I really enjoyed it. So I think I would agree with you. It's like not top of my list, but it's one that it's like I could see myself watching this like multiple times. So just a lot of fun elements, and we'll get into that, I'm sure, but I enjoyed it.
Get into the theories. No, I liked it too. It's, I always talk about the feel, the tone, kind of some of these things that you can't really put your finger on, but it's like, I like the fact that it doesn't really feel like a horror movie, and I think I've said that about some of the other ones we've watched, but like it has this, kind of realness about it, and in that you're just like, oh, it's just, it's just about these kids, they're going out on a date and, whatever, and then, you kind of have the fun moments where, you have a villain who's actively killing people, what's going on, a little bit of a whodunit. So I like kind of the bright lighting, and I don't know, it just it feels kind of like a bubblegum horror movie, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I like that because it's different.
Ooh, that could be the title of the episode, maybe. I don't know, because that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, just like the way it just looks, the way it kind of goes along, the way the characters. I really love the actors in this. Yeah, it doesn't fully feel like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like it almost has like a little soap opera kind of feel.
Yeah.
Like almost feels like a heart-to-heart episode, like
Yeah.
like kind of like a TV movie or a show from that era, and it doesn't feel like a full-on slasher.
Yeah. No, and like to me, it does. It just kind of feels like at the beginning. Well, not at the very beginning, but whenever they're talking about the witches and they're having the séance and they're doing all this stuff, you're kind of like, this kind of has that like 80s, 90s like TV movie vibe where it's kind of like, oh, they show this around Halloween and it's one you have to watch every year. And it's like, I don't know what about it makes me feel like that, but I guess it is because it's kind of this like bubblegum kind of bright lighting, whatever kind of horror film that something bad's going to happen, but it's kind of like, oh, let's just kind of see what happens to these people. They're just living their life. So, I don't know. I thought that was fun.
And just like, I think it being shot, in Southern California. So it's like, I may not be able to point it out specifically, but it's like a lot of these locations have probably been used in a lot of TV shows and a lot of other stuff. So it all kind of feels familiar to us. But yeah, just like the skate center just has, just so perfect the way it looks. But yeah, just everything. It just kind of has feels like a Halloween episode of Heart to Heart.
Yeah.
Like it feels like, Linda Day George might have called, them, like, hey, can you help me figure out my daughter or something? And then they start thinking that she's the killer or something, but it has a nice feel to it.
It does. I don't know, maybe it's part of my childhood and not either of yours, but we would always watch like reruns of Columbo that would come on. It reminds me of like an episode of Columbo because you do have that Southern California bright lights and all this stuff, kind of this hokey intro with somebody getting killed, and then the rest of the time it's like, who did it? What's going on here? And so, but I love this house. I think it's gorgeous. You got the pool overlooking the ocean. It just screams Southern California, and just this, I don't know, otherworldly, kind of perfect situation until, something goes wrong.
Because it's not your typical kind of slasher intro. It's just in slow motion, and the music, the music is so great. Because it feels more like a thriller, and it feels classy. It's a classy score. And then there's times when the score, there's like a guitar riff towards the end, and it almost sounds like, I can never pronounce the theremin that's used for like sci-fi movies, like that.
Yeah.
But it's like they did it with a guitar, and like parts when she's like walking around the house at night.
Yeah.
Sounds like, oh, this is really cool little sounds.
Yeah.
But I love the lead characters like Greg. Like I love the intro with just them, even like their blue shirts. It's like even that's like soothing and calming to me. It's like their little baby blue shirts. But I love this actor who plays Greg. Forget his name, but he's also in another slasher called Humongous. Kind of a bunch of kids get stranded on an island with maybe that's some like inbred kind of a crazy guy.
Oh, that's fun.
And rabid dogs. But it's a fun slasher. But I love his haircut. He just feels like the perfect like late 70s, early 80s teen or 20, early 20 something.
Yeah, he's just cool. Like, and you don't hate him. You're like, okay,
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's just living his life.
And so many times in some of the other movies that we've talked about, you have kind of this main character, can be the male lead or the female, where you just kind of come to hate him by the end of it. And it's like, why did you do this the way you did it or whatever? And it's like with him, I mean, he's the same the entire way through.
Yeah.
You don't have like this revelation that, oh, he's actually, kind of a sack of crap or anything like that. It's like, no, he's just a genuinely decent person that he and his girlfriend kind of have this just very like normal seeming relationship, and that obviously she's dealing with her father's death. Like there's some other pieces there, but like
Pieces.
The documentary, they it's just like a very, I don't know if wholesome is the right word, but it just seems very, and once again,
It's real.
It's real. And a
Yeah.
time capsule. You just want to go live in Southern California in the late 70s, early 80s. It makes you want to be there.
Yeah, like all the locations, the cars, the clothing, it just truly captures that era. Just revisiting this movie over and over again is just to visit those places. And you mentioned wholesome. That's why, got a Walton in here, so.
Hey.
I mean, we've got a Walton, with the beginning of a sex scene, and then she said, no, I can't go through with it. So it's like, it's fun to see her.
Freaking blue ball Walton. Yeah.
I know, that's exactly right. Hold on. I know you're ready, but I'm not. So, but, just, always enjoyed a few times I watched the Walton, seeing her in it. Always thought she did a good job, but fun to see her in a different role, and I think she does a very good job with it.
She does.
Very cute, very nice looking. So, a little Walton right there.
All grown up.
All grown up.
But no, I thought the same thing, because it's like I don't ever remember thinking like in the Waltons, oh, she's decent looking. Of course, it's also the Waltons, but. And this is like, okay, she's a cute girl. But then, back to, kind of an authentic feel. She's not like so drop dead gorgeous that you think, oh, wow. But they just, back to her and Greg's relationship, it's just very, very real, very normal, very relatable. And you just think, oh, okay, I can relate to these characters and understand the things that they're going through.
Their relationship I really like, because it feels real. It feels like genuine, and like they just seem like a real couple.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's the kind of people, you see their friends at the skating rink and all that kind of stuff, and you're kind of like, oh, I mean, this looks like a fun dynamic. Like, you only kind of get to see glimpses, but you want to go skate, even though I can't skate for anything. You want to go skate, you want to go hang out with their group of friends, and so, they have a fun relationship, and they have a fun relationship with their friends, and, just seem to kind of be this cool group without necessarily being the cool group.
Hi, Greg.
You guys seen Josh?
No, he hasn't shown up yet.
Well, he drove my van here and he's got the keys.
And he must be here somewhere.
Yeah, well, if we'd been here a while, if he was here, I'd have seen him.
Wait a minute, I thought you were with Josh.
Well, I was.
Well, what happened? You look like shit.
It's a long story.
Yeah, I feel like the friends are a fun little addition. So it's like we don't get to see them much, but like I feel like it's fun to kind of have them in there just for some little breaks in kind of the storyline. I don't know, but
Because it almost feels like they came from a separate movie.
it does, yeah.
Or it's like we filmed like 30 minutes of other stuff, but
Yeah.
all their stuff got cut out and said
Yeah.
these two scenes. Like,
Yeah. It's like a crossover event almost.
I know, it's just-
like,
Can we make that movie?
No.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
it's almost like they came over from like a sitcom or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They feel like a sitcom.
Well,
actually.
it is kind of set up like you're supposed to know who they are and like you're supposed to understand.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times I think is really crappy, but in this regard, it works really
works,
well.
yeah.
That it's like, oh, I feel at ease with these people. I mean, I don't know really anything about them or their relationship with the main people in this film, but it's cool. Everything's good.
Yeah.
So.
and like the one guy, he like just delivers a couple of one-liners, and it's kind of like,
You look like shit.
yeah,
And
it's like,
just like,
what's going on?
like,
here?
all right.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm here for it.
No. Yeah, he's really fun. Yeah, and just not enough of them in there.
No, I would have liked to have seen more.
Because because I did kind of brace for y'all. So like this movie is a little slow. It feels like there's a lot of padding, especially towards the end. They could easily cut out 10 minutes and you wouldn't have missed a thing.
Yeah.
Just a lot of walking around, and should have been 80 minutes instead of 93. But like they could have just included more scenes of those guys and cut out some of the walking scenes at the end and been way more enjoyable. So
Yeah, and that's the thing I don't understand. Easy for me to say, but there it has so many good elements, and I just don't understand why. I guess maybe it's for ease or for being cheap or whatever. But why do you put in so many of these long walking shots where you're just like, I fell asleep and I woke back up and we're still walking around, you know. But yeah, it's like, yeah, show me a little bit more of the friend group. The other character I wanted to see more of was the sheriff. I loved him, and
He was
like,
fabulous.
You know, you just basically get the one scene, and it's like, I need more of that. I need to see more about his background. You know, what's going on there, because he kind of felt like he was, you know, this was actually setting him up for his own show, you know, or whatever, where he's the county sheriff and the suburb or whatever. So.
And he had an accent too, so it seems like he wasn't from California.
Yeah.
No.
Like, yeah, to me, like a thick accent.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, wait a minute.
A
Like,
transplant.
And then their police station is like right on the bay.
yeah.
It's like
on the
prime
water.
real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be a
It is
police officer
California,
there.
so anything's possible. But no, he was fun. So it's like, yeah, let's see a little bit more about him. Like, but does he have some sort of, you know, business relationship with Christopher George's character? Like, you know, what's the story there? Since they seem to, you know, be very chummy.
He does seances with the sheriff and stuff.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
just give me.
Where's the bodies buried?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a couple scenes, you know, and then also Greg's parents. Like, I thought they were so much fun.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of get to see them on a couple of occasions, but it's like, would have loved to have had another flower shop scene or two.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's so much fun. Why not? You don't need to talk to him. Just drop this off.
No.
You know.
It costing me money.
Yeah, they felt so real, and they felt like something out of an older movie or an older show and stuff. Now, well, listen here, mother.
Yeah.
But then, we got to talk about two Hall of Famers for the show, Linda Day George and Christopher George. We love them here, and they're the best part of the movies.
We love the Georges, okay?
We do. And I don't know in this one who's better. I mean, he's hard to beat. You know, so typically I would always vote for him. But I don't know. I think in this one she steals the show.
Yeah.
I mean, just, you know, this crazy mother, you know, who is just kind of out there. But then she's getting some strange on the side a month after daddy's gone. You know, it's like...
Allegedly.
It's not proven. We don't know. This is a wholesome film. But, yeah, just... I don't know.
Yeah,
Some about both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like Christopher George, like they give him all the great lines. You know, it's like,
yeah.
Where's the one, like something, like if people died from 9 to 5, my job would be a whole lot easier.
Yeah,
like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could run things much smoother if people died between 9 and 5. You don't like to think about it, but it's something everybody needs. Now, why don't you decide now? Look at this casket here. I can give you a good price on it. Excuse me. Just put it over there. Excuse me, please.
Honey, I don't think you're going to be comfortable in this one.
If you don't stop lying to the sheriff about me, if I catch you in that warehouse again, you're going to end up in one of these caskets.
What are you waiting for? Get out of here before I embalm you.
I feel like he was just, and just like his anger, like with his son, he's like, hand me that, give me that. I love shit like that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you're just so mad for no reason.
Yes.
And then Linda does that too at the beginning. Like when you first see her, it's just like, all right, this is the crazy mother. She's trying to drive her crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
What are
really
you doing?
playing
Why are
it
you
up.
home? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Why are you having these dreams? Nobody killed your father.
Nobody.
Like, yeah, it's just fun.
It's like he had a gash in his head from the baseball bat.
Yeah, like,
how did that happen?
The sheriff investigated. Yeah. So no, they're both just the absolute best. But
Yeah.
I mean, of course, and I know it's because they're both in it, but it does remind you so much of Pieces, where Christopher George basically doesn't say anything, but when he does say something, you're like, well, that guy stole the
Yeah.
He's the star, so. Would have definitely loved to have seen him a little bit more, but then it's also kind of like this kind of part of the attraction is the fact that you don't see him much. He's just kind of there, you know. And I like that at some point you're trying to wonder, okay, you know, is it him? Is it his son? Is it somebody else? Are those red herrings? You know, like who's doing all this? You know, so
Yeah, it is interesting just how it's like how they set up the murder at the beginning. You don't know who did it. And then it's like not too long, you see the friend get killed, and you see that it's clearly Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love how they kind of just do that. It's just because then I guess you're just trying to guess, all right, is someone helping him? Is Greg part of it? Did
Right.
Greg kill the father or something, or 2 murders? I feel like that's kind of an interesting dynamic. 'Cause then leaves you guessing, like, why is he doing it? How's it going to unfold?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve, it's like you brought up pieces. It's like, I feel like there's a few similarities. Yeah, them two, and the music scene in this, when the music keeps cutting on and off.
Yes.
It's just like the
Yes.
scene in pieces. And then where it's like, where's the closet so we can turn this off? And then the very end, when you think it's a dead body, when it comes alive.
Yeah.
True.
Just like pieces.
Yeah.
So.
That is true.
That's
I mean,
and the music, I love that scene.
yes.
I mean, I love it in pieces too, but
But-
and I didn't think about the parallel.
But
there.
it's-
but in this one, it's just the best, and it's one of the times where it goes on for way too long, but it's perfect.
Yeah, it's okay that it goes
yeah,
on.
because
like it
you're
does.
just like, what's gonna happen, and it's really kind of anticlimactic, but that's part of the fun because you don't ever know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And and it just back to the 70s, 80s feel where, what would we do now? You come in, you ask Alexa to play something, and it's like, no, you had to go pick the record, put it on, drop the needle, and then, or, the tape or whatever, and then it cutting on and off is just, I think, a fun, eerie, little effect.
Yeah, because it kind of puts you on edge because you're kind of like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, this is not good, but...
Especially when it starts doing it rapidly.
Yeah,
and you're just
yeah.
like, oh, it's like living here. The lights flash all the time. So.
Oh.
And it's kind of cool to think about. So I guess the mother left the house with like the record playing, or she left it playing and the power cut off. And then she was just like, I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So maybe she was just at the home dancing by herself or something. So
Well, you hadn't thought about that.
And Greg's father, his robe.
Yes.
When he comes out, where have you been?
It's coat of many colors,
Yeah.
but it's also fabulous.
And it's like they're flowers or florists.
Yeah.
And they got this very nice house in
Yeah.
California.
It's a beautiful house, okay? All the homes are beautiful.
And it's like, what was it? I mean, we know how California, how we perceive California now as far as cost, but like, has it always been that way? Or like, back in the 80s, was it like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's California, but like anybody could afford to live there. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I'd be very curious compared to other places around the country. But we brought up all the other cast members. Can I bring up Bill Paxton, the legend, the GOAT? This is one of his like first major movies, like acting performances.
Okay.
So,
I figured it was.
oh my gosh, he's just so great because it almost, you can kind of say it's so bad it's good, or you can kind of just say that he's just, almost seems like he's just goofing off.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like that's what he's really doing. It's like, all right, I'm just going to have fun with this and just be a silly, crazy guy.
But he's so good at it all at the same time. Because I think it is real, but that's why he's so good at it. It's because I think he was a little crazy, and so it's like, he's just out here, doing his thing. And I think it's so much fun that like, we kind of act like what he's doing is not strange, even though he's like, we're very clearly together, and yet you're making a play for
stalking
my lady.
her. Yeah.
But yet Greg's just kind of like, oh, well, yeah, it's just like no big deal.
Yeah.
And interesting. And I know cutting him a pass because, of his situation background, which we learn as time goes on, but it's still just interesting that we don't really make it into a bigger deal that he's, obsessing.
No, and I love the scene in the cemetery whenever he gives her the rose, and then he just like gallops. Yeah, he's like skipping away through the graveyard to go put flowers on his mom's grave. It's like,
Dude, I laughed my head off.
it's hilarious.
It's
like,
because like they just watch him go, oh, there he goes, and
Yeah.
he's just like, it's like a cartoon character.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, his character's so amazing with the Mozart, album and stuff, and
Yes.
So perfect. But yeah, he's just so good. And I've always loved him, and he died too soon. He was supposed to be in Avatar too. Damn it. It's sad. He was killed by a doctor, so I think negligence or something. Some doctor fucked up and killed him. So
I didn't know what happened. I remember he was one of those people, I didn't really know who he was as much, and I remember people making a big deal like when he died, and then I've seen him in things since then and have a new appreciation for him, but I didn't know what happened to him. But yeah, I knew he died young.
Yeah, just like a true like working class, like blue collar actor.
Yeah,
kind of like just those like old school guys that you always see in those movies, like a George Kennedy or something. So
George, the George that was missing from this one.
We love our Georges. We do.
I mean, I love the sheriff in it, but it could have stood George Kennedy to be the sheriff.
know.
Could you imagine? That would have been perfect.
Yes. Or he could have been Greg's father. Either one.
Yeah.
I mean, although I love Greg's father, but
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, like him with because we saw him do with the flowers and plants and just before dawn, so he could have been like that. So.
Exactly.
But Bill Paxton just so perfect. Because before this, he was in, I don't know how big, I haven't seen this movie in a while, but Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker, another good little slasher movie. But it hits fun. It's got some incest, and it kind of inspired one of the openings for the Final Destination movies. And
okay, that's fun.
It's a fun little flick. But I forget how big his part was. But yeah, so good, and especially like the ending and stuff when it's like the director just lets him go, and it's like, all right, Bill, just do your thing, and he's got all the bodies and stuff. He's so perfect in it. But let's see. Yeah, we talked about the music, and I know during the movie we talked about his weapon. It is one of the best weapons for a slasher, I think.
It is. I love it. It's just fabulous.
And what is that called? Do we know what that's called?
I forget. I know the best friend that gets killed. He calls its name. He's like, "Hey, look, it's one of these," but I forget what it's called.
Well, I couldn't remember if anybody actually said it or not, but yeah, it's fun, especially in the first. Well, I guess not the first kill, because the first kill's her father, but where it's not just this blunt instrument, but then it's also the tube attached to the end of it.
And you get to see the blood coming out of the tube. It's the whole thing. So I think it's fun. He's just using his resources. He's using what's around him. I mean, it just makes sense.
I know, and it's like I do kind of wish, like, it's like, because I know like they tease like, "Hey, I'm going to embalm you." I wish like he would have like embalmed somebody during the movie, or just like utilize those instruments a little bit more throughout, maybe. But I'm sure it's kind of a smaller budget. It's not a all-out gore fest, so.
No, but we flirt with it so much. You'd think we could have gone a step or two further and done it.
Yeah, because I do think that would have been cool, because it does. Now I'm very interested in what the embalming process is. So, I mean, if they'd shown me in the movie, I wouldn't have to go look it up myself. But,
I gotta look it up.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, the weapons or stuff is cool, and just we talked a little about the sex scene. It was a body double, so we don't see the Walton nakeds, unfortunately.
Well, I wondered
That's
because it seems so out of character, but then it's like, well, no, it's not out of character. It just seems out of character because
she was a Walton.
But it's like, that's not who she was. So, well, they did a good job with the body double, because I didn't immediately think, oh, that's a body double. So, did he use one too, or was that really him? It
looked like a body double for him too.
Yeah,
because like he was purposely not showing his face.
Yeah.
So I say they wouldn't be surprised if they got like 2 porn actors or something, just to kind of be like, all right, you just do your things.
Yeah, do what you get paid for, folks.
Here you go.
No, but it is fun because you have kind of like that, wholesome aspect to their relationship, but then the movie also seems, I feel, it seems authentic and genuine. I think we've talked about that before, where a lot of times, it's sometimes powerful to cut away and not show everything, but sometimes I think, too many films cut away and just say, well, the audience can just infer that. It's like, I think this one does a really good job of showing things and not being, it's almost like modest in an immodest way, if that makes any sense.
Like nothing's in poor taste, really.
No, it's like, okay, yeah, they were getting ready to have sex, but then they didn't because she got, tore up about her father.
Daddy.
Strange things going on
strange
there. But then
scene.
it's like, even if they had like fully done the deed or whatever, I don't think it would have seemed like, weird. Wouldn't have been like, oh, that was kind of too far. I don't know why they did that. And her, getting in the pool in the nightgown and stuff. It's like, it's not sensual at all. But then you're also just like, you appreciate the realism that it's like, well, we didn't cut away from any of that. If that makes any sense.
It's like you said, like just it's that nice comfort feeling, and yeah, it doesn't ever feel gross, and like it literally is just borderline like TV movie or something.
Yeah.
And then you just get a little blood here and there, but because like the director did a good job. Like he only did like 2 movies after this, like 1 or 2, I think. One was like They're Playing with Fire, which I watched a few months ago, but I don't remember too much about it. But I think it had some nice sex scenes in it. It's like that's what he likes doing, and like he did like some stuff in the 70s, like this Stepmother and the Teacher, kind of like they're not porn, but it's kind of like these. It's almost like after school specials, but with like for like teens that like sex and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what genre it would be, but the Teacher though it's a pretty hot little movie because the teacher is really hot in there. She's like a high school teacher and going with her student and stuff. It's the 70s.
Kids, it could happen to you.
It's the 70s.
Yeah, but she was like really hot, and so yeah, he's a good filmmaker and stuff, and it just feels it's just all competent. Yes, everything's comforting and stuff. So, like I told you, I don't have any theories for this movie. I don't have any insightful, theories or ideas of what the story could mean or what these characters are doing. So. I feel like because this movie is just a simple little movie.
Yeah,
so.
it's kind of just what it is. So,
I mean, the important question is, so to circle back at the end of Pieces, she's dead, but then we have some sort of a otherworldly experience where she comes back to life, and grabs him.
What was it, him or Gregory Peck? It might have been Gregory Peck that grabbed his dick.
I can't.
I don't know. We're gonna have to watch it again.
But then we thought he was dead. So
right. So
yeah,
there are some weird pieces.
Yeah.
But
pieces.
Do you think that they had he embalmed his mother, but then she was like coming back to life at the end, or do you think she was really alive and sitting there the whole time, and that they had
faked her
death because they were afraid she was going to be locked up?
Well, it's like I always just thought she was dead.
Yeah.
But then it's like I guess I just never. This one, I guess I just never fully paid attention. But it was like at the end, he's like, "Oh, like we fooled him, didn't we, Mama?" Or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just like I guess she is alive, but I kind of like the idea that she's dead because they are doing like séances and stuff in this place, and the dead is communicating through them. So I just like to think something supernatural's happening, but it also makes sense that he just kidnapped her or something. But then why wouldn't Christopher George know about that?
Right.
Unless he killed somebody and replaced the body or something and was like, oh, here's Mom, whatever, Don't look at her face.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, I'm intrigued by because, okay, you've killed these people, and, I guess maybe it's in such a short amount of time that people don't know that they're dead yet. So, you've embalmed them, and then what bodies are you burying in these caskets? So, who else did he kill? To replace her with, or the friend, or which I guess everybody else was in a short enough time, and I guess maybe the friend was too, but still
no.
Well, but they never found the friend.
That's true.
So there wouldn't have been a funeral if they can't find him.
Well, that's true because they thought he had just ran off. That's right. So
yeah, so it's
that's true. But
and then
did they cremate Mama?
Yeah.
Or did Christopher George think his wife he's cremating his wife?
Right. Yeah. Well, and then the father, he was there too, and so it's what did they think happened to him after his accident?
That's true. Yeah, because it's not like they were trusting, Bill Paxton to do the embalming himself. I mean,
Yeah.
not that he probably couldn't have done it, but like, you know, you see in that scene when Christopher George comes in, you know, it's like, what have you been doing? You haven't even got this done yet. But
Yeah.
then he's the one that starts, you know, kind of finishing the process. You know, it's kind of like Bill Paxton's basically just allowed to kind of clean the bodies up and kind of prep, I guess, for lack of a better term. So that's true.
It's interesting.
I don't know, but I do, like you mentioned the seances, like I wish we had explored that a little bit more, because it's like, okay, like what's the angle here? Like, what are we doing? And who are these other women? Like, what's going on? Like, I just need more information about all of that. And that's another area that, like, they could have spent some of the extra time in, I feel like, instead of the long shots.
Easily. Because, like, you could have had, like, the father communicating through her or something.
Yeah, some kind of,
or something. But yeah, they could have focused on that a little more, and it's just always seems kind of weird that, like, the father dying and the mother's suicide, it's all been within, like, the last month.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of, I know they can't go too long because then the bodies start rotting.
Right.
I guess that's what their thought process was, but it seems kind of really short for all that to be happening, for everybody to be kind of acting kind of normal, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, honey, it's been 3 weeks. Maybe time to have sex again, right? I don't know.
Totally fine. Things are good.
Come on.
Well, that's true, because it's kind of like that, you know, Miss Walton is the only one who is really having a hard time as if it's been recent, whereas everybody else is just kind of, yeah.
You need to get over it. I don't know why you're having these nightmares.
As if it was like 5 years ago, you know, or something.
But, 1 month, you know, whatever. It's the movie, so it's fine.
You
It's
know.
fine.
Little liberty can be taken.
Yeah.
We gotta do what we got. So
That's exactly right. We don't have to pick it apart too much.
that ending when the mother does get up, just because I think I watched this probably, it had to have been like 8 or 9 or 10, and of course I got it at Magic Video, and just just like that shot, which is burned into my memory, just because I just didn't expect it, and it just ends, and I was just like, wait, what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that shot, and for some reason, like when Linda Day George gets killed, like him coming through the window, that was always burned in my mind, and just because like his look, because like you said that you wanted to be him for Halloween, like it's just such a, it's almost like doesn't work. It's almost a bad, terrible look, but I do love it.
But then like because it's almost like silly looking, and then like there's something about the way he like moves his mouth, like especially whenever he's back there at the window being like, open the window. It's like his lips are like, his mouth is huge. It's almost like Mick Jagger is talking or something. So it's just kind of like, this looks very fake. And I mean, but then I'm here for it because it's like, it's also very creepy, like, open the window. But I don't know, it's just, he's just fabulous.
Open the window. Open the window. I don't want to harm you. I just want to touch you.
Well, you've almost got like the ghost face cloak kind of thing going on, but then you have some of the face paint that almost reminds you of, you know, art, I think, a little bit from Terrifier, and then it's just, but to me, it just so perfectly sums up his character, because it's kind of like this mismatched kind of thing that doesn't really work, but then it works perfectly because of the way it is.
Just kind of crazy.
Because like when he's stabbing Linda, and it's like he's got like the blood coming down.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if that was his blood or if that was makeup, but like it reminded me of when I played Dracula when I was like 6 or 7, and I was like, oh, like he kind of acts like a kid in this, so maybe he's just dressing up like, well, he dressed up as Halloween when he was a child or something.
That's a good thought.
Oh, this is the costume I have, so you know,
And then it's like, I don't really understand why they had her peel off his face.
Yeah.
Like it was, you know, like House of Wax or something. I was like, I don't think he had a mask. Like it was just makeup.
Yeah. No, because it's like she does that and you're like, wait a minute, I thought he just had makeup on. So like what's being peeled off? And then you're like, oh, is this going to be somebody else underneath the mask? No, it's not. It's him.
I'm just like, Paul? I was like, how the fuck you couldn't tell it was Paul?
Yeah, like, come on, folks.
But yeah, because this is like the heyday of the slashers. And I feel like his costume feels like something more from like 1987 when the slasher genre is kind of just dead and stuff. It feels like something you see like in a direct-to-video kind of movie, but to see it like in like an 81, 82 slasher, it just feels kind of cool. And it just gives it that special quality and stuff. And because it's just weird and awkward, just like Bill Paxton's performance.
Yes.
So it just works perfectly together. Probably best kill. I don't know if they're. I feel like none of the kills fully stand out, but I guess Linda Day George.
Yeah.
Just because he's clearly having an orgasm and stuff. So.
Yeah. I mean, they always say that stabbing is a sexual. Like, if you kill somebody that way, it's some kind of strange sexual release. So it's like, yeah, I think that's what was happening there. So
they fully went in there.
Yeah, like they fully owned that one.
Our care and dignity is important to someone.
That's someone. The best. Someone. Not us, but to someone.
Yeah, someone clearly had to make that up for the production. I feel like that wasn't something that was just around.
Yeah.
It's like, think of something. Think of a tagline for the
motto.
Like, did they film this like in an actual like mortuary? Because it's like, or did they have all that embalming equipment? Like, I don't know. It's like, do you borrow that from somebody?
I feel like they probably did shoot it in a real place.
Yeah, it looks real. I mean, I don't know that much about it, but
well, cause it's like then that way you've got all the caskets and stuff in the background without having to try to figure out how to rent those or whatever you're gonna do.
Caskets are expensive, so.
But yeah, like that room with like all the caskets and stuff. It felt a lot like Phantasm and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting those vibes and everything and.
No, that's exactly what I thought of. And then, strangely, I also thought of, at the end of The Irishman when Robert De Niro is going and buying his own casket, but similar situation where you've just got rows and rows of caskets that you're going to pick out. It's odd, but then you're kind of like, oh, okay, cool,
Have you decided yet? Or would you rather be cremated instead of buried?
Just such a great scene, and just the couple that Christopher George is like showing around and stuff. Like, you want to be cremated or something? Or, it's like, will you be comfortable in this?
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
That's just such a great scene, just because he's just having fun.
Yeah.
Old Christopher George
doing his own deal.
We love him, and he's in a couple more horror movies. So, those will be later down the line,
George and George.
The Georges.
We got to get everyone that he's in. So.
We really do. We really do.
He's the official mascot for the show.
Yes.
He is. I just hate that he's not alive today, or we would definitely do an interview.
Yes.
I know. Well, I think Linda, she's still alive. She might be kind of old, but...
This will be fun.
We'll find out what nursing home she's in. We'll show up.
Oh, I would love... Because I was telling them, like, she's got great boobs in this movie. I always kind of noticed, but especially this one, they're really nice. They're great. But yeah, I would love to talk to her and stuff. Just, she'd be fun. And I think Christopher George, this may be his last movie. Because I think like This and Pieces came out the same year or something. And
oh, really? Okay.
Or it's like this was like delayed a year. And then I think they said like he died 2 months after it came out or something.
Really? Okay.
Which sucks.
No, he doesn't look bad.
No.
I didn't look it up what it was because probably like mid-50s or something. So
I've looked it up. Like I think every time we watch something that he's in, I read his bio again, and then obviously, I remember he died young, but it doesn't stick with me, so have to do that again.
I know, just in honor of him or something, because we love him.
Dedicating his memory.
I think that's pretty much it. I think give it a rating or something. I don't know if there's anything else that we talk about. We talked about best murder and
but I think it's fun that we're doing the best kills. Well, that's good. That's good.
Best fashion. What was y'all's favorite?
I'm going to have to say Greg's top. I don't even know what you would call it. Like when he's there talking to the sheriff. Just like when we watched it, I was just like, I like it. I don't know that I could pull it off, but I like it. It's just kind of this, I don't know, almost like surfery sweatshirt kind of thing. But I was a fan.
Yeah, I like his yellow Nike polo. You can just barely see the swoosh under his jacket, you know.
Yeah,
that baby blue and kind of yellow is just, like you said, a good soothing look. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I love Greg's mom's, like her dress in the flower shop. It's like this bright orange thing. Really love that, and of course, the father's robe. When he comes out of the house. It's like, fuck, I need to look that up on eBay and try to find it.
Try to find one. Yeah,
it'll either be very expensive or very cheap.
Yeah, and the nightgowns are fabulous. Like, I mean, all the ladies' nightgowns are fabulous.
Yeah. That's probably mine. Linda's.
Yeah.
Hers. There we go. So. I love it. But yeah, that probably ratings, yeah. Like we said earlier, like this isn't in the top tier, like, you know, Pieces or Friday the 13th, you know, those. But I feel like it's at the top of that second tier of like slashers. So I don't really know. Y'all kind of decide what y'all's ratings are.
I would put this one, you know, at a 90. Which is what I said, you know, last episode about Just Before Dawn. Because I love both of them in like a lot of different ways. And I have to dock them both just for, you know, being a little too long, you know, not exploring. I know with Just Before Dawn, you talked about the extended cut, you know, kind of helping with some of that, you know, giving you some of those extra scenes for character development that you feel like you missed out on. And this one's the same way, just like we talked about. It's like we try a little too hard to drag it out at points, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I would say 90.
I'm gonna do an out of 10, so we can be different.
There we go.
We agreed on 100.
Is that what we agreed on? Okay.
I thought
no. It's like, yeah, you did out of 10 last episode. So
we just give the people what they want, you know, all of the different ones. So I would say probably similar, like what Jesse said, to how I rated Just Before Dawn last week. I would say probably a 6 out of 10. So if I were going to give it out of 100, I don't know what the correlation would be there, but I would say 93 out of 100.
Wait a minute. Okay. So 6 out of 10 is the same as a 93.
It's not the same.
You realize that 6 out of 10 is 60,
I
right?
do, but then it's like
women
better,
in math.
It's better than a 60. But it's better than a 60, so it's like I don't like the out of 100 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 6 out of 10 is 60, so it's like...
I know, but I just was giving two different ratings on different scales.
I feel like 80. I feel like 80 would probably be a good correlation.
80 would, yeah, to me it's like, yeah, maybe an 80 would be... I know mathematically that's not sound. I do understand how math works.
Because like a 60 out of 100 is like, oh, you fucking failed the test.
That's terrible, yeah.
But I feel like 6 out of 10, that's like, well, that's above average movie.
Yeah.
I feel like an average movie is just 5 out of 5, or maybe that's below average. And 5 out of 5, I probably won't watch it again, but if it's like a 6 out of 10, I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
You people smoking dope.
We're from Sported, Tennessee.
Listen,
baby.
I'm not good at math, but I do understand how grading works.
I'm not sure you do. Logie, what do you think?
Please edit all of this out.
Oh no, it's all staying in. All the stuff like this always stays in.
Aren't you a teacher? No.
Oh no.
I don't know. Probably I think at 85. Just because you know it does get slow out there at the end, but I feel like a good B, like just a solid B. I mean, that's a B plus. I forget what a B plus is. But
we're making up our own grades here, Logan.
Yeah. Everybody has their own scale. Some are better than others, but
yeah, I think at 85 because I think Just Before Dawn was probably like a 99. I think Sleepaway Camp was a 99, and this is like second tier slasher, but at the top of the second tier. I say 85, but it's like I watch this movie like quite a bit, especially at night and stuff. I just put it on. I just kind of go to sleep to it.
Good one.
But yeah, I think 85 probably. And if I did it out of 10, it would be that would be 6 out of 10. So there we go.
Well, nice save, Logan. You
7 out of half. It says 7 out of half.
Being very kind to equate the two scales for the less fortunate.
What's your out of 10 score? A 9 out of 10?
Well, yes, since that's 90.
Yeah, but like, okay, whatever.
We're going to have to leave this
I don't think
here.
you even rated Pieces that high. We're going to have a marital dispute. We need to get this out of here.
We need a spreadsheet of our
We probably
score.
do need to start tracking them because that, like, I don't want to get out of whack. There is no way I would have rated Pieces less than a 90.
Maybe since that was like towards, a few episodes in, so maybe
We're going to redo everything.
Might be a little more harsher,
Sorry, Ward, we've got to re-record.
Yeah, well, this is all Ward's fault anyway that we're doing ratings. So, it's a good movie. Go watch it.
Exactly.
It's very soothing. This is like a Friday night. You've already eaten your pizza. Now you kind of need something to ease yourself towards bed. I mean,
This is it.
This is it. And if you're into nightgowns,
this is
then
it.
This is definitely it. Maybe your lady will, send you off to bed properly.
Yeah, like you said at the beginning, this is bubblegum, bubblegum kind of cotton candy fluff. Just nice. Has a nice airy feel.
Yeah.
Nice and fluffy, like Linda's knockers. I love them. So
Very fluffy.
Out of 5 knockers, like how many knockers on the scale of this movie? So
Word, this is the new scale. We're dedicating it to you.
Just for you.
I mean, I'm going to say 4.5 knockers,
Yeah, 4.5 knockers right there.
2.5 sets. I mean,
2 sets plus a spare. I mean,
It's a spare. I mean, you never
Just
know.
in case. Emergency.
In case some of the silicone pops. So,
4 out of 5 for it. But yeah, I think 85. I feel pretty comfortable with that. So
okay. So we're all aligned except for 6 out of 10. But
I agree with Logan's rating of an 80 out of 100. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll say that. Okay, I won't do an out of 10 anymore.
No, I think
Never again.
I think you need
Never
to keep
again.
doing the out of 10. Then that way, as you said though, we've got a variety of scales. And now we've introduced the knocker scale.
Yeah, so I mean,
we've got 3 scales. I love doing the fashion and the kills. I think it's
Yeah.
important.
How did I forget about his sweater vest in this scene?
Maybe that's the best.
That might be the
outfit.
best
I mean,
outfit. I don't know.
because he has like the turtleneck.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's like one of those thin ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I do love that, like when he's washing the body or draining the blood or something, he's got like his turtleneck and tie on, but like with his apron on.
Yeah.
It's like just very,
You
very
can get
proper.
blood on your clothes.
All right.
All
What do you
right.
think?
I feel pretty good about that. So yeah, 85. So pretty good skill. It's a good little slasher. Highly recommend it. Like especially if you just want to watch all the slashers. If you're kind of picky about them, you may not want to. But
No, you get to see a Walton. I mean, and in a different light.
in her prime.
Yeah, I mean, it's you gotta watch it.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's good fun.
It's good fun.
6 out of 10. 80.
80,
6 out of 10. It's an
whatever.
80.
We don't do math here.
We don't do math. It's overrated, okay? But all right, I feel like that's good. So
Cool.
two more episodes of Slasher Summer coming up. So
Woohoo, get ready.
You like that?
we're almost done. So thanks for listening. So thank you.
This has been Play Horror for Me.
It's all over. Let's go.